Hi everyone, welcome back to another week of planetary weather forecast. In this video, we'll be talking about the astrology and the energy up in the sky of this upcoming week of August 22nd to 28th. And then the second part of this video, I'll be doing a collective tarot reading to see what message guidance we can get from the tarot card for this upcoming week for the collective as well. If this is the first time that you're here, welcome. Thank you for stopping by. My name is Natalie. I hope that if you enjoy what I do and share here on this channel, feel free to subscribe and share this channel with your friends and family that love astrology and tarot as well. So this week we have a lot going on up in the sky. We have a couple major transits happening, and by the end of the week we are also welcoming our new moon in Virgo. So buckle up, there's a lot to go through. Let's begin. On 23rd, Tuesday, we have a beautiful trine happening. Mercury in Virgo, trine Pluto retrograding in Capricorn. So these two earth signs are sharing a trine today. This energy is beautiful for some insightful, truthful, deep conversation in any areas of our life today. Mercury in Virgo likes to be oriented in detail, like to be organized. They want to break down the conversation so that it can be clear and benefiting to everybody. Pluto is not afraid to go deep to reveal secrets or dark corners that we sometimes avoid or afraid to see, to get to the bottom of things so that we can transform and transmute. So this is a beautiful energy if you're looking to do some very truthful, insightful, and deep conversation with anyone or about anything in any area of your life. So this energy being in Virgo and Capricorn, they're both earth signs. So perhaps today those conversations can bring in something tangible, bringing in an offer, bringing in a plan, a solution. How can we make this real in 3D reality life? How can we make it happen? So on and so forth. Capricorn can sometimes relate to our money, finance, also our career, our path. Virgo can talk about our health, daily routine, and ritual. So the conversation can be about things in those areas. And when we talk about Pluto can be about power dynamics. Perhaps there's something related to that. It can be about taboo subjects, intimacy, secrets, and also spirituality. So perhaps your conversation will be around those topics as well today. The same day, 23rd, another transit is happening. In Hong Kong time, it is going to be 23rd morning, 11:16 a.m. And in American Eastern time, it's going to be August 22nd, 11:16 p.m. Eastern time. On this day, this time, the sun officially moved into the sign of Virgo and kicking off Virgo season for us. Usually when sun moves to Virgo, immutable earth sign, this is the last sign of summertime in the northern hemisphere. We're feeling summer coming to an end, the season, the weather is changing. We might start to feel the air cool off a little bit for us, feeling that breeze, that wind. Virgo season is also a time when kids going back to school, getting ready, getting organized, a very Virgo word to use. Gather ourselves, getting ready, getting books, and maybe perhaps new uniforms, so on and so forth, stationery, heading back to school. Virgo season is a great time for us to get a bit more grounded from the busy summer time and to start going inward a little bit and to get organized ourselves. Virgo is the sign that is technical, practical, organized, skillful. She's focused on perfection. She wants to cultivate one's self and skills. It's a sign of self-mastery so that she can provide not just for herself but for people around us and be in service of others, because Virgo is also this humble and thoughtful sign that wants to be able to help others around her to be better as well. Virgos are also humble. They believe that there's always room for improvement, to make things better, to improve themselves. So something we can contemplate and be curious is that which area in your life do you want to improve or get better, or how can you be of service for others, right? Using your skill, not just for yourself, but also helping others. And Virgo sometimes refers to the nature, refer to herbs and plants as well. Virgo is known to be the herbalist in the zodiac. So something we can think about is also how can we show our appreciation to Mother Earth, and how can we increase the concern, the awareness with climate change, and how can you be of service of Mother Earth to bring that awareness to people around you as well, right? I think this is something that we should really contemplate, be curious, and start to get more aware with it as well personally. So this Virgo season is going to be quite interesting because during Virgo season, just a few days into Virgo season, we'll have Uranus stationing retrograde, and Mercury will soon go retrograde during Virgo season early in September as well. So by that time, we will have 6 planets going retrograde. So this is not something to bring up to scare everybody, but to bring in that awareness when so many planets are going retrograde. This is also an invitation to invite us to slow down. Life can be constantly on the go, on the run. Our society nowadays always encourage people to be on the go mode all the time, not to take break, not to slow down, not to rest. But this is actually so wrong, because you actually need to slow down from time to time to actually know what is really happening around the world and around your life, right? And to actually have that time, slow down, integrate with what's happening in your life, how far you have come, so that you can actually get organized and be practical to see, oh, this is what's happening in my life, this is what is happening around me. How can I improve? Which area to improve? What area can I get away, right? What is staying? What is letting go? You need to give your time to slow down in order to do that. So during this Virgo season, this is the perfect time for every one of us to do that as well. On next day, 24th Wednesday, we have another major transit happening. Uranus, the planet of electric shocks, sudden changes, surprises, revelation, innovation, rebellion, and freedom, liberation, stationing retrograde at 18 degrees in Taurus. If you have any planets around this degree point in Taurus or other fixed signs, including Scorpio, Leo, Aquarius, you're going to feel this station more intensely, but everyone will be feeling it. Whenever there's an outer planet retrograding, it creates a little bit of a earthquake effect, so we definitely will feel it as a collective. So we'll see what happened on the news that day. Fixed signs and energies are solid, reliable, but they are also stubborn and resistant to change. So Uranus being in Taurus, this energy is here to give us all a little electric boost, to help us move through those stagnant energy that we're feeling in any area of our life. It is here to energize, to invite innovation and liberation, freedom in those areas of our life as well. We tend to feel this energy a little stronger few days before and after the planet stations retrograde. So the station happening on 24th will probably be feeling it already this past few days, and the few days later on to come as well. So we might all feel a little extra voltage, electric shock to our nervous system. We might feel people around us or ourselves more on edge, easily on edge, and some might even just like pop off and explode as well. This energy can go both ways. We can choose to suppress it, but this can also create anxiety for people. We might feel restless, we might feel overwhelmed, exhausted, and just anxious with this energy because we're suppressing it, right? But we can also choose to release it. Yes, on one side, people can release it by exploding and popping off with their suppressed anger or feelings that they have been suppressing inside. But we can also always make a choice how we want to release this energy, and we can definitely choose the less explosive wave as well. Some people like to sweat it off, some likes to express it by writing, communicating, so on and so forth. So you can see how you feel that energy and choose how you want to release it as well. On a personal level, maybe some people want to choose to release this energy by making that change and shift or move that they know they need to make. Because when Uranus station retrograde, it is inviting you to stop being stuck, right? Get yourself unstuck, giving you that electric shock so that you can move your arms, right? You can move away from those stagnant energy. Finally making that move, that brave change that maybe deep down you need to make, but maybe you were worried, you're scared, you have self-doubt, limiting beliefs, so on and so forth, that is stopping you. But when Uranus station retrograde, this is really the time to really sit with yourself and look and observe which area in your life is asking you, inviting you to do that. Maybe you're feeling a part of you inside wanting to be free and liberated and to express yourself, to do something rebellious and radical to break free from that, right? So it can be a lot of different things. I'm just naming a few examples here. Maybe you no longer want to suppress your anger towards something, someone, or situation, and you're just gonna fire at them. Yes, that's one way to go about it. Yes. Maybe you can no longer suppress your truth, right? You want to speak it. You finally want to join a movement, an organization to fight for what you think is right for you and let your voice be heard, right? And maybe you want to break free from a certain relationship, friendship, family dynamics, or a career. Maybe you finally want to just break free from that path and change direction, because deep down you know what you truly want right now, and that can be anything, right, depending on your own human story. And maybe perhaps you want to break free from your current living situation and move to the other side of the world as well. So you can also take a look and see what that might be for you. And we're talking about Uranus in Taurus. Taurus is a fixed earth sign. It also represents our stable fixtures in our life, such as food, agriculture, resources, the land that we are living in, Mother Earth, right? And this is also about our personal resources, our personal finance. And on a collective level, this is about the collective finance market, stock market, and Mother Earth overall, right? Resources, all those things I just mentioned. And we definitely see changes and shifts, fluctuation happening in all those areas that I just mentioned, having Uranus in Taurus. And it is going to, it already have, and it will continue to bring in changes. Perhaps a new perspective for us to see, to value all those things in our life as well. Perhaps with what happened around the world, with all those things I've just mentioned, your view towards food, agriculture, our climate, our Mother Earth, the way we look at money and stuff like that also changed throughout those years, right? Uranus have been in Taurus since 2018, so it's been a while, and it will continue to be in Taurus for a couple of more years. And sometimes I believe that yes, not all these changes and shifts are comfortable. In fact, sometimes they might even bring in some pain and challenges. But ultimately, I believe all these changes are here for us to reach a new comfort zone, right? We can't stay in one comfort zone for so long. Just like Taurus. Taurus is like probably the last sign to want to move out of a comfort zone. But sometimes we need to break out of our own comfort zone to create a better, a newer comfort zone that is more suited to the version of us right now, right? You can also take a look and see which house Taurus is governing in your own natal chart. That house is probably receiving all this energizing energy from it, and Uranus have been in that house in your own natal chart since 2018, so you can check that out and see what is that for you. Maybe that is your own human story that you are feeling, experiencing shift and changes as well. This house have been experiencing a lot of change and shift since 2018, and especially this year and next year, as we have eclipses happening in Taurus as well. And so sometimes you can think of it this way. Sometimes you do have to break free, make some major or big brave moves, changes and shifts in any area of your life or in general to reach a new level of comfort. So see this as your message for this Uranus retrograde, and Uranus will retrograde in Taurus until next year, January 22nd, 2023. And if you are curious, you're not too sure, you can always schedule a consultation with me and we can take a look at your own natal chart and see what that means for you. Around the same time, the end, for some this will be August 24th. For some other people this is overlapping, and this energy will continue to play out on the 25th. We have Venus in Leo having a trine with Chiron in Aries. I love this aspect for us, especially coming after that Uranus retrograde. This is a beautiful aspect because Venus in Leo is giving us that boost and confidence to love ourselves, to value ourselves, to know our worth. And Chiron in Aries is all about that, right? This is all about the self energy today. Today is a major self-love, self-care day. Where in yourself do you deem your light? Venus in Leo wants to shine that light. So in any area of your life that you find you're deeming your light shining away, be curious and see why is that. Because Venus in Leo wants you to shine that light. And Chiron in Aries wants you to heal whatever it is that you need so that you can shine that light as well. It's a beautiful day to really be brave and look into yourself, not just the parts that you love and you show others, but it's more about the wounds, the dark, the ugly, the parts that you think is unworthy, unlovable. Understand that they actually are not like that at all. They just need a little bit more love, attention, and healing coming from you yourself. And who can love you better than yourself? It is you. So today is the time to really be brave and look into those parts and know that every single part of yourself deserves to be loved, worthy, or enough, and claim it. Venus and Leo trining Chiron in Aries wants you to know that when you can fully be confident and showing up for yourself, loving yourself 100%, you'll also be able to show up in the world or to others in a better light. And it also allows you to encourage others to do the same, to let others know how you want to be treated and how you are seeing yourself, right? So everyone deserves to be seen, to love, to shine their own unique light. Today, let your heart open, which is Leo, which is what Leos govern, our heart space. Open up your heart and be brave to look into it and see where in yourself that needs a little bit more love and care from you today. We really have a very busy week. We literally have aspects happening or transit happening every single day. Next day on 26, Mercury is going to leave Virgo and enter the sign of Libra. In Hong Kong time, it is going to be 26 in the morning, 9:03, and for later time zone, it's going to be August 25th, 9:03 Eastern time. So adjust the time according where you are in the world. Mercury is staying in Libra for extra longer period of time. It is going to stay in Libra from August 26th until September 23rd, and from October 11 to October 29. You might start to know what I mean when I split those time in two parts. Yes, you're right, because Mercury is going to station retrograde in Libra as well. So it's going back to a Virgo for a couple of weeks, station direct in Virgo, and entering Libra again later on in October. So that is why we have Mercury in Libra split into two periods of times. So when Mercury moves into Libra, it is time for us to find some balance, harmony, and skill in the way we think and communicate. Mercury in Libra is a nice energy to work with, and with Mercury retrograde happening in this sign, we're going to learn to sharpen our communication skills. Mercury in Libra loves a good debate. Yes, believe me, Mercury in Libra actually is very, very opinionated. Yes, Mercury in Libra can be very ambiguous and decisive, feels like it can't make a decision, can just like stand for one thing, right? But when it comes to things that matter to them, oh, they are the last one you want to have a conversation or debate with, because they will fight with you till the end of world in order for you to agree their point of view. So Mercury in Libra is definitely an energy of where you will have a good debate. And Mercury being a little trickster air sign, when in Libra, is going to use skillful ways and communication idea to lure people to agree with them as well. So this can play out in two different ways. Mercury in Libra can definitely be a beautiful energy for people to come together, right? For people to come together, come up with a plan, idea that just make everything work, make everyone happy, that is fair and harmonious, because Libra is a Venusian sign, right? It wants things to flow, it wants to bring in the harmony amongst people. So Mercury in Libra definitely is a peacemaker, definitely want people to come together peacefully, right? But Mercury in Libra can also be a little bit trickster, that make people to come together to agree to their own point of view. So this can play out in both different ways. So see how you can use that energy. Some people might use it to their own benefit. Some might use it for a greater good. So we can see how this energy can play out for everybody. I think overall, given Libra is a Venusian sign, it definitely wants to bring in harmony. And the scale wants to bring in fairness and balance. So I feel like overall Mercury in Libra is how to be artful when it comes to the way we think and communicate. How can we create flow and harmony in the way we think, in the way we communicate? I think it's a beautiful transit really for some of us, and actually every one of us, to learn to listen better, to respond, to engage, and to communicate in a way that we're not just always talking over or talking at each other, but with each other. I think in modern time, sometimes people can lose touch in the skill they communicate because of technology. So this is a good transit for us to embody that energy again, to learn how to communicate better, and to listen, to respond, right? Because communication is just like a ping pong, right? You hit the ball to the other side and the other person hit it back to you. It's a give and take energy. So try to see this transit in this way, and hopefully we can all learn some lesson from this transit. Lastly, August 27, we are welcoming our Virgo new moon that is happening August 27, 4:17 p.m. Hong Kong time, and it's happening on August 27, 4:17 a.m. Eastern time. I will do a separate video that talks about this new moon with guided meditation and reading for all of us. So pay attention to the next video that's going to come up. This new moon is going to pack with some very interesting aspect that you really want to know. Because just to give you a little taste, we have this new moon in Virgo squaring Mars that just entered Gemini. So yes, you want to know what this new moon is going to be about and where is it happening in your own natal chart. So we'll talk more about that in a separate video. And for now, this is what's happening up in the sky this week. Now let's dive into our tarot reading. Hi everyone, welcome to the second part of this video, where I'll be doing a collective tarot reading to see what message guidance we can get for the collective for this upcoming week, August 22nd to 28th. All the cards have been meditated and shuffled already. Remember, this is a general reading for the collective. It will not resonate with everybody, so just take what resonates and leave the rest behind. If you want to do a personal reading, my information in the description box below. Feel free to follow me on Instagram, contact me through there, or email me. So let's begin. Okay, let's look at the spread here. First thing that really catch my eyes when I look at the spread is we have a lot of fire energy happening in the spread. There's lots of wands energy, and it gives me this energy of just go for it and really listening to that inner fire that is within you, asking you what to do. And it really makes sense because this week we are at the end of our Leo season, and the sun is entering Virgo. So whenever we are in the last degree of one sign, the energy is being amplified, so we can really see that fire energy really like push out and just like in your face this week. So for some people, I think you're really feeling it this week. It's like, and I think because also with Uranus stationing retrograde, it is even going to give you that extra push with the fire. So we have fire, we have electricity, we're giving you that strong boost and shock that you need to really make you move, to make that change you have been waiting for, or the shift or the decision that you know deep down you need to make. I think you're at the point where you're like being pushed to the corner. You can't run away anymore. This is the biggest message I get from looking at the spread. It's asking you to contemplate, to be curious. Which area in your life are you feeling this energy? Or maybe a certain situation, certain things in your life, or maybe just your life path in general. Are you feeling this? There's no way I can run anymore. There's no other way around it. I just have to do it. I just have to make this move, change, shift, decision, whatever it is in your life. This week, it is the week to do so. And the energy actually supports you as well from the astrology, if you listen to the previous part of this video. So let's look at it. I'm getting a couple different messages from looking at the cards for our collective. The first one, very similar to what I just said. This week I feel like you are finally feeling that push. Maybe you have been feeling burdened by other things, other obligation in life. You feel like you can't move, you can't really break free, you're tired, you're exhausted, and this week you're finally going to let everything just fall and just take care of yourself. Maybe you have been feeling overwhelmed. You have been really tired from whatever it is in your life, maybe life obligation, work, family, friends, whatever it is that's putting a burden on you. This week I feel like you're like, no more, that's it, this is not what I want in my life. I know what I want, and I have been ignoring it, I've been suppressing it, I've been putting it at the back burner. But this week I feel like no more. Divine intervention or revelation coming in, or someone is going to deliver you a message or give you that nudge that you finally get it. You're like, you know what, yes, I can't ignore that voice inside my head anymore. It is time to really not ignore that voice anymore, to put down all the weights that been burdens that have been weighing heavy on you, whether you have different obligations in life or you have been trying to run away from it. This week you finally realize that you cannot run away anymore, whether it is your feeling, your calling, your inner voice that is asking you to make this decision or change, shift in any area of your life. I think this week you finally see that, hey, you know what, actually it is not selfish for me to choose me first. It is actually necessary for me to choose me first. If I can't even choose myself, how am I going to ask anyone to choose me, right? So this week is all about you recognizing that and making the decision to, for once in your life, choose yourself, what it is that you want for your life. You're making the choice, decision, the first step to choose your own path, to make that decision for yourself. So if this resonates with you, bravo. I am so happy for you for choosing yourself. So I hope this helps. This is a confirmation for you to know that this is not selfish at all. In fact, this is self-love. This is the best thing you can do for yourself, right? And I see a lot of balancing energy here this week, and it's so funny because we also have Mercury entering Libra, which is the sign of the scale, the balance, right? And here we have a lot of balancing energy happening as well. So this week I feel like this can be a message, this can be a lesson for some of us to learn how to find that inner balance within ourselves, whether it is a work-life balance you're trying to achieve and find, or whether this is a balance between you pouring into your own cup versus pouring out for the others. A little bit similar to the previous message, I know, but this one is more about you knowing there needs to be a balance. This can also you trying to find balance, clarity, fairness within a situation or relationship with another person. So I feel like this week you are going to communicate that with, for some this is a relationship, maybe a friendship, family dynamic. You are going to communicate, speak your truth, communicate with the other person, right? Maybe you feel like you have been the giver all the time, and it is time for you to put your voice out there to let the other person know, hey, it's not fair that I'm the one who's always giving, I'm the one who's initiating, and you're just over there, you know, taking and receiving. I want to be on that side as well. So how can we achieve that? Can we communicate in a more harmonious way in order for us to achieve a more balanced and harmonious relationship? So this is the message that I'm getting for some of you as well. And the other one, I feel like this is you making a decision between, I see money here. So for some, I feel like you have to choose between two options when it comes to investing your money, when it's coming to spending your money. I think this week you're trying to make a choice of how am I going to spend my money? Am I going to invest everything and save nothing? Or am I going to save everything and invest nothing? Or do I get a balance in between? And how can I distribute it in a better way? So I am not going to worry too much about it, right? And a last message that I get is for this group of you, there's been a lot of challenging energy you have been experiencing in life, and I feel like you're not too sure how to move forward. You kind of know, but at the same time you don't know, right? So it's like maybe you do have some plan, or you do have a big picture of what is it that you want in life or in certain areas of your life, but maybe the past couple of years things have been challenging. Maybe you didn't have the time, money, resources, or whatever to do what is it that you truly want, that you see in that big picture. And I feel like this week Uranus stationing direct is going to bring in that divine intervention, revolution within you, that you will just get it, right? You will just suddenly get that aha moment, that light bulb moment inside you, that you're like, oh, you know what? Now I see my path. Yes, I'm not going to get there overnight, but I do see the path forward right now, and I know how to get there, and this is what I want, and I'm going to get myself there by balancing myself, balancing my life, and get everything together, because right now or previously you're off balance, right? You're maybe neglecting yourself, you're not taking care of yourself, you're too busy taking care of others, or vice versa, right? you're finally going to see that path in front of you and start taking those steps, start taking tangible baby steps to head towards that direction. So this is the message I get from the tarot reading. Now let's look at the oracle cards to see if there's any additional message guidance we can get. I'll take all the cards out first and we'll talk about them one by one. Alright, all the cards are out. Let's take a look. And for the Moonology deck here, we have New Moon in Gemini. Communication is key. What did I just say in the tarot? For some of you, this week is all about communication, right? This is about you putting your voice out there, you finally letting the other know how you letting others know how you truly feel regarding to a certain situation or relationship that you feel that is imbalanced, right? And you communicating your own needs. And to do that, you have waning moon. What do you need to release? Exactly here, right? What do you need to release in order to continue to go on the path that you want truly for yourself, right? It's just like when I share in the astrology portion, right? Venus in Leo, trine Chiron in Aries. You can't keep thinking about the others. You're here to live your life. Your soul is here for a reason. Sign up for a lesson. What it is, right? What is it that your soul truly is yearning for, desiring? Your path, your life. What do you want? Don't let the burden to weigh you down. Whether it is life obligation, outside noises, stereotypes, society, limiting beliefs, or your own limiting beliefs. It is time to release those so that you can follow your path, follow your call, whatever that means to you, right? And then we have new moon eclipse. Expect powerful change. Well, we do have a new moon this week, not an eclipse, but we do have a new moon coming in, Virgo new moon during this weekend, and expect the powerful change that you can start making once you release your burden, listen to your inner self, communicate what is it that you truly want. Expect powerful change starting to take shape, right? And from the cards, we can see a lot of blue and purple color here, which is signifying your third eye chakra and your throat chakra, which is about listening, your inner guidance, your intuition, right? And speaking, communication, your throat chakra. Communicate what is it that you truly want for yourself. Spirit animal deck here, we have cat spirit. Claim your independence. This is that Uranus energy that we are definitely feeling all week this week when it's stationed retrograde especially. It is time to claim your independence, right? You're here to live your life. How do you want to live it? Liberate yourself, free yourself from what is it that is holding you back to go for what is it that you truly want. And then we have scrap beetle spirits. Magic works through you. Exactly. Magic works through you. I believe in magic. Magic is everywhere if you want to believe and if you choose to see it. We are all magical beings, energetic beings, enjoying a human experience. Let the magic shine through you. Let your inner magic come out, right? Buffalo spirit, the abundance universe will provide. Yes, once you understand you can be your true authentic self, claim your power and magic within you, and co-create with the universe, you will understand and know that abundance is all around you. Okay, and then from the Starseed Oracle here we have called soul gifts and training. It is time to step up. Yes, it is. This is again that Uranus energy, right? Really shaking it up, really listening to that inner voice of revelation that is coming in for you, right? This is that trine with Venus and Chiron, listening to your inner self, embracing yourself 100%, knowing that you're worth it, you're enough, you're lovable, you're worthy. So what is it that you want for yourself and your life? Listen to your call. For some, this is embracing your gifts, your soul gifts, training. It reminds me of Mars and Gemini. Mars just entered Gemini this week, right? I talked about it last week. Feel free to check it out. The post is also on my Instagram. I talk about this transit because Mars is spending extra long period of time in Gemini. And one of the energy that Mars and Gemini exhibit is that we are going to be curious. There might be things that you want to learn, things that you want to understand, embrace. This can be courses, workshop that you feel called to learn, that you feel called to read books about, right? This is you maybe answering your soul gifts and step up to it, take action towards it, right? And this week we have divine intervention, the aha moment coming in. And so maybe for you, this is you trying and understanding and taking action to embrace what is it that your soul signed up for you this lifetime, right? So I'm going to share the guidebook message here with you as well. We have call, soul gifts and training. It's time to step up. You came to the earth with a double mission, to grow as a soul and to bring about a shift in consciousness. The best way to fulfill this personal and collective purpose is to trust what is it that your soul is calling you towards, for it echoes within the most direct path forward. Your soul has many unique gifts that it came here to share. Some you may already be aware of, others you're just beginning to uncover. You're being called to remember that your soul intelligently chose the perfect condition to carry out your soul's mission and share your soul's gift. If you're being called towards a creative project, a passion, or an adventure, this card is your confirmation that you're facing the right way, and this is the moment right here is destined. And this moment right here is destined. If you're feeling unprepared or thinking, who am I to do that? This card is guiding you to step up and leap. And consider perhaps that your soul has been training for this moment right here for lifetimes. This is a beautiful, powerful message for some of us, definitely. Lastly, self-care oracle, we have truth. Truth is different at different levels of consciousness. Reserve judgment. Yes, this is tying up everything I just say. Your truth might not be the same compared to other people around you, and that is okay. We all have our own truth, and I'm not trying to say some of us are more, more evolved, more awake, or whatsoever. But we all have different levels of consciousness, and it's not to say that some are better than the other. It's just that our truth can be very different according to our level of consciousness. And while it is okay to embrace your own, it's very easy to feel judged or to judge others. So I feel like it is time to embrace your own truth, but at the same time also let others to do so, and not judge them by them embracing their own truth according to their own level of consciousness. All you have to do is embracing your own truth that is within your level of consciousness and follow that, right? So I hope this message helps. Feel free to leave me a comment below or email me if you want a personal reading. I'm wishing you all a good week ahead, and I'll see you next week. Bye!